Breaking news! I, of course, am your host, 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡. Now, today, we're gonna get straight to the point. Big announcement just out yesterday. And yes, Vermintide related. Anyways, what is up guys, PK here. And in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at the ginormous announcement that was made yesterday in regards to the coming updates to Vermintide. And I believe the update is going to hit in exactly 12 days. So let's take a look at what this update actually entails. First things first, Be'lakor is coming to Chaos Wastes. On June the 14th, players across all platforms will receive the Be'lakor update. It is a free update to the Chaos Wastes game mode, and below you'll find more information about the new content. Let's start out by watching the video, and then we'll do a deep dive on all the new features listed below.
Welcome, mortals. I've something special waiting for you. I hope you don't mind, but I made things a little more challenging.
We don't mind at all. It's all good. Okay. Is that like a haunted chaos warrior?
Don't worry, you learn more soon.
Wait. Hold on a sec. We fighting that thing? God damn. Oh, that chaos warrior looks evil as fuck. Alright. Free update coming June the 14th. Very nice. Alright, so let's take a look at what this actually entails. Be'lakor is a master of terror and illusion, the first mortal to rise to the exalted rank of Demon Prince, or Daemon Prince. Disowned by the very gods he once worshipped, he has spent millennia searching for the power to challenge them directly. With the balance in the realm of chaos upset by the 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔄, he might just finally have found his opportunity. Be'lakor in the Chaos Wastes. Be'lakor will be a new presence in the Chaos Wastes. Players will come across levels of influence by Be'lakor while playing expeditions. There are 2 new curses coming to the Chaos Waste and will be applicable on the Be'lakor influenced levels. Okay, so it's like a new. So Be'lakor is essentially like one of the Chaos Gods, right? The different modifiers. We'll give you a clue to what they do, but you'll have to figure out how to stop them on your own. Shadow Skulls. Vicious skulls spawn out of thin air. We saw those in the video. You shoot them. Shadows totems. Totems around the level will keep spawning enemies. Okay, that's interesting. So essentially, it's like a spawner, right? And a minion spawner. Face the Shadow Lieutenant and the Temple of Shadows. I really hope we can kill that guy. I want to fight that guy. Can I fight that guy right there? Similar to the cursed chests, interacting with a Shadow Locust calls forth the champions of Be'lakor, the Shadow Lieutenants. After defeating these Shadow Lieutenants, they drop a crystal. Wielding the crystal allows players to destroy the Shadow Locust. Okie dokie. Destroy the Shadow Locust to reveal the location of the Temple of Shadows on Holsha's map. Shadow Loci can only be found. That's interesting actually. One locus, multiple loci. Shadow Loci can only be found on Be'lakor influenced levels. Temple of Shadows. Inside the temple, players will be challenged to fight multiple Shadow Lieutenants. I assume that's those ghost-looking haunted Chaos Warriors. Destroying their loci will result in weakening Be'lakor's influence, ultimately destroying his statue to sever his connection to the expedition. Surviving the Temple of Shadows reward players with veteran boons upon completion. With veteran boons. Okay, so that's essentially the red quality, the unique quality of boons, as I would understand it. Boons and weapon traits. Chaos Wastes will see 7 new weapon traits and 31 new boons added with this update. Nice. and they are viable across all expeditions. Full lists of boons and weapon traits will be available in the upcoming patch notes. Hell yeah! Although, one comment, okay? 7 new weapon traits, alright, okay. Now, we also have the new weapon traits from the original Chaos Wastes update, right? Fetcher, please include them in the normal game mode as well, thank you! we will very much like some more variation for our weapon rolls in the normal mission mode. I really feel like they should incorporate some of these. Maybe some of them are too OP, and I've said this many times, but then balance them out. The regular game mode also desperately needs some of this love, okay? And so you've already designed all these amazing boons. Of course, we don't know yet what these new ones are, but there's some examples here which we'll get to. But please, include some of this Chaos Wastes content into the original game mode. It would really, really do a lot for just a bit of work. Example of new boons, at least in my opinion, I should add. Example of new boons, 𝒮𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔡, auto pick up pilgrim's coins. Auto pick up pilgrim's coins. So does that just mean that like you need to be within the vicinity of a pilgrim's coin and then you automatically pick it up? Yeah, that would be the most logical way to do it, right? So that you can still miss the coins. It's not like you automatically pick up all coins. Is that you probably have like an area around you, and if you go close to a pilgrim coins, then it gets picked up automatically. It's more like a luxury than an actual like advantage, right? Kane's Thirst, but interesting. 5% damage reduction for every 20% health lost, stacks up to 5 times. Would be very interesting if it stacked more than 5 times, you know. If you are dead, you get extra damage reduction. No. 5% for every 20%, yeah, so up to 25% damage reduction when you're below 20% health. 𝒮𝔲𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮 Hunt. When you kill enemies marked as Tal's Quarry, you gain 30% power for 10 seconds. Marked as Tal's Quarry. I have no idea what an enemy marked as Tal's Quarry exactly means, but was that related to Temple of Shadows, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞 Echo. Your grenades explode a second time after a short delay. That's interesting. Yeah, nice. I think that's actually pretty... I don't know. Is that better than double grenades or worse? Is that better or worse? It could be better. Could also be worse. Guess depends on the situation. Definitely interesting, at least. So it's a bit in the vicinity of double grenades, right? 𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮 Embrace. There's some serious pronunciations here. 𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔢𝔯𝒮𝒮 Embrace. A halo of fire damages enemies around as long as you are downed. As long as you... Nah, I don't really like this one. I mean, I guess it could have some value, but it's kind of like the standing still damage reduction or the down damage reduction where you're like... I don't, you know, play for failure, right? I guess this one is a bit cooler, but you know, still, it's like an effect where you have to fail first for it to take effect. Example of new weapon traits. Vault's Tempo. Every critical hit increases your critical hit chance by 5% for 10 seconds. This effect can stack 10 times. Hold on a second. Every critical hit increases your critical hit chance by 5% for 10 seconds. So it doesn't have to be in a row, right? So you get a critical hit, and now you have that stack for 10 seconds before that stack counts out. Now, of course, there's one question here, which is whether or not the stacks are on an individual cooldown or on a combined cooldown. What I mean by that is, let's say I get a critical hit, right? 2 seconds pass, I get another critical hit. Will the first 5%, like the first stack, will that now disappear after 8 seconds? Or will the second critical hit sort of refresh the stack, right? Because if that's the case, then my god, right? Like, then you have 10 seconds at any point to get a critical hit. And you already have 50% critical hit chance, right? Which means you're just a critting machine, right? That sounds, if that's the case, that sounds OP as hell. That means it sort of would only run out in between combat. I mean, keeping up a critical hit every 10 seconds if you have. I mean, of course, it could also be the case that once it hits 50%, then you can no longer obtain a stack, and thus you can't refresh it. That could also be the case. That could also be the case, actually. That so when it's maxed out, you can't gain a stack, so you can't refresh the stacks, and so it runs out. That would be a way to balance that out a bit more, but in any case, interesting. There's a few ways that could work, but follow-up. Every 3 seconds, melee headshots grant your next attack a critical hit. So once every 3 seconds, a melee headshot will grant your next attack a critical hit. Okay. Okay. That's insane with things like daggers, sword and dagger, rapier. A rapier would be insane with the rapier, actually. Insane on a Witch Hunter captain with the rapier. 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡 repulsion. There's some serious pronunciations. 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡 repulsion. Increase knockback from staggering attacks and pushes. That's actually a lot stronger in certain cases than you might think. Never underestimate stagger. Stagger is so strong in this game. Let's see here. Boons moved to weapon traits. Some old boons have been moved to weapon traits because of the nature of their behavior. So is that included in the 7 new weapon traits, or is that like... Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because they did say 7 new ones. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Vault's Anvil, while wielding your melee weapon, all attacks made you count as being blocked. Okay, so that's not a weapon trait. Anathrimis Swiftness. Picking up ammunition grants 50% decreased reload time for 10 seconds. That kind of sucks to get that on your ranged weapon, honestly. I mean, it's not that it's a bad trait or anything, but... I don't know. Mermedia's Great Leveler, striking 5 enemies in one swing, increased stagger power by 50% for 3 seconds. This one is insane. And sort of... And also really strong, but I guess a lot less strong now, since it's exclusive as a weapon trait, as opposed to being a boon. Melee attacks that kill enemies have 50% chance to deal damage to an additional nearby enemy. Man's Tempest. Chain Lightning. Guys, Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is now a weapon trait. It's now a weapon trait, guys. The same with the additional projectile. Oh, that means Man's Tempest. Manan's Tempest, sorry, is gonna be a lot harder to actually roll, unless of course there's some new tweaks to, as I've been saying again, that I think they should definitely make weapons in Chaos Wastes more rollable, customizable somehow, right? There should be some mechanics so you're not just at the whim of that one roll, right? All in all, a lot of awesome shit. Good to see that Chaos Waste is getting some love. This dude looks... he looks like a fucker, you know? He looks like someone who wants to fuck with you. That's for sure. And it's coming on June the 14th, which again is in like 12 days, so fairly soon. So what do you guys think of these new boons and traits and the changes? Let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see. Also, what the hell's up with Sienna? When are we... Because when I, like, someone mentioned to me, oh, did you see? It's gonna be Be'lakor. And I was like, is that a new Sienna class? that's how much I know about it. I was like, is that a new Sienna class? Be'lakor? That sounds cool. That was my first assumption, to be fair, whilst I was streaming. But yeah, in any case, we should do a Vermintide stream soon again. That would actually be nice. Definitely when this new update hits, but also before that. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's gonna be interesting to see. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the new update. And as always, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Peace out.